So, imagine my surprise when I woke up this morning to see that a new Eternals trailer had dropped today. I definitely wasn't expecting a new Eternals trailer. I can't believe we're getting a final Eternals trailer before we get one Spider-Man teaser. We've seen literally no footage from the movie, and now this is the final Eternals trailer. But I guess it makes sense, the movie's 3 months out. So I'm going to give my initial reaction to the trailer. Haven't seen it, going to be watching it for the first time, and then I'm going to give sort of my breakdown afterwards about like what we might be able to glean about the story structure from the trailer. I'll also be considering stuff that we saw in the previous trailer, so if you haven't seen that, be sure to check out the initial Eternals teaser as well as this trailer. So I'm really hyped to see a new Eternals trailer. Haven't heard much about the movie since the first trailer came out like a few months ago. Chloe Zhao obviously has won an Academy Award since that trailer came out, so I'm curious to see if she gets her due for that. Haven't really heard a lot from like the cast or anything like that about like the movie. It's not ramping up in terms of like promotion like Shang-Chi is. But yeah, anytime we can get more Marvel content, I'm always down to check it out. So let's not waste any more time. Let's check out the Eternals trailer.
5 years ago, Thanos erased half of the population of the universe.
Yeah, where were you guys?
The people of this planet brought everyone back with a snap of a finger.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
The sudden return of the population provided the necessary energy for the emergence to begin.
Oh, are we getting mutants? Oh my god, oh my god. I don't remember a meteor in Endgame.
How long do we have?
7 days.
Did a creepy girl call you on the phone and tell you that?
We're Eternals. We came here 7,000 years ago to protect humans from the deviants.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Pure Superman shit right
Why
there.
didn't you guys help fight Thanos? Or any war, or all the other terrible things throughout history?
Thank you, Jon Snow.
We were instructed not to interfere in any human conflicts unless deviants are involved.
By who?
Damn. Oh, it's Celestial, isn't it?
We need to find the others.
I haven't seen some of them for centuries.
Hi.
Hello.
This is what the end of the world looks like. At least we have front row seats.
You know what's never saved the planet? Your sarcasm.
I don't know, I could try. Oh, there it is. Gotta tease
Loved
Chloe
these
Zhao.
people since the day we arrived.
That's cool.
When you love something, you protect it.
Ooh. That's cool. That's some Doctor Strange shit. Ooh. Oh, that's nice.
And protect.
Oh, that looks so badass. Oh, that's so cool.
Any of them.
Oh, that looks nice. Ooh. Come on, Rob. Oh. Yeah, he is like totally like just got the Superman eyes going.
You've built the perfect safe house. And what's this even made of? Vibranium?
Whoops.
Fall collection. IKEA.
IKEA. That's pretty dope. Okay, so that was the Eternals trailer, and I gotta say, I really did like it. We definitely got a lot more information in this trailer than we had from the first teaser, which was kind of very, melodic and generic. This one, we got a lot more like dialogue from the characters. We got to see the villain, who I don't know. I'm not a comic reader. I only know about things from like, the limited amount that I've seen in like other media, other TV shows, but mainly I treat like the Marvel, the DC movies as being like their own specific entity. So I don't take anything from outside of those movies as far as like informing my opinion or my knowledge base. So I don't know who the villains are, but I know that they said in the trailer the Deviants were emerging, and I think I've heard that the Deviants are like the antithesis of the Eternals or the Celestials. I'm not sure. But we did see the Celestials in this trailer, so they're going to be in this movie, which is pretty expected, but also like kind of, cool. I think the only time we've seen a Celestial before, other than Ego, is like in Guardians of the Galaxy. I think those are the only movies that have ever referenced it. So that's pretty cool. We didn't get like any real like Easter eggs to other Marvel properties that are upcoming. Obviously, they've referenced the events of Endgame, which is to be expected. I love how Dane Whitman, aka Jon Snow, he'll always be Jon Snow to me, just blatantly called out, like, where the hell were you guys when Thanos killed half the people? It does kind of juxtapose with that, like, quote. I don't remember quite who said it, but somebody said, if you love something, protect it. I'm sure, like, Jon Snow was, like, the monkey meme of, like, what are you talking about? You could have protected people and you let half of them die. So this is confirmed to take place after the snap, which is cool, and I like that they reference the cosmic energy from the snap and the blip. I know Rocket had referenced that in Endgame. He said, there's a blast of cosmic proportions, nobody's seen anything like it. So to have two of them, it makes sense that there would be a lot of consequences to that. Obviously, when I saw that, I was immediately thinking mutants, because the whole timeline of Marvel buying Fox, that would make sense. Mutants all of a sudden emerge because of like all this cosmic energy, but it doesn't seem like they're doing that. It seems like this cosmic energy brought the Deviants, so that's interesting to see how that's going to work in the future. I'm interested to see where the Eternals are going to fit within the Marvel universe. It seems like they are a bit more on the like cosmic side. I feel like the Marvel universe is like the very grounded, like Captain America, Iron Man side, and then like the Guardians, Captain Marvel, like very cosmic side. Doctor Strange and Thor would fall into that too. So I think this is more on that level. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see, if the Eternals pop up in the future, I wouldn't be surprised to see it in like that context. But we did see a lot of like grounded stuff. I think we saw like a bunch of scenes of them like in London or Europe somewhere, Ireland or Scotland. It wasn't quite clear, but I think one of the shots I heard they were filming in London, so one of the shots looked like London. So maybe, I don't know who would be over in England. Well, maybe Spider-Man if he was still over there at that time, but you know what I mean. We don't have any European-based Avengers, so maybe they're kind of leading that initiative or whatever. As far as what we can glean from this trailer, as far as the story, we still really don't know a whole lot. Our protagonist, from everything that I've seen, is Cersei, Gemma Chan's character. We didn't really get a lot out of her in this trailer. We still don't really know, what her purpose is, what her kind of complication is. I know I've read that there's a love triangle between her and Robb Stark and Jon Snow, which is kind of funny, but there's a love triangle going on there. But I don't really know. We haven't seen any of that from the trailer. Not explicitly. We've seen hints, but not really explicitly, and we don't know how that's going to factor in. We don't know a lot about Cersei's, weakness and need. We don't know about her as a character, how she's been influenced. The good news is this is an origin story, and since we're spanning a lot of time, they said they've been here 7,000 years, I would assume we're going to get a lot of backstory on Cersei and like how she feels about being amongst the humans, because she's kind of been portrayed as, a bit of a caretaker. So we get to see how that develops. The inciting incident, obviously we have, the second snap, whatever cosmic energy came to Earth in that like meteor thing. Pretty standard, bog standard superhero stuff. Then the battle, the fight scenes looked pretty cool. I mean, I kind of joked that there's a lot of like Superman, like, laser eyes stuff going on, but I love that part where Angelina Jolie's character like formed a spear and a sword out of her eternal magic. I don't know what it's called, but like that was really cool. And we also saw that from Kamal Nanjiani's character, and Brian Tyree Henry's character, and the other character whose name is escaping me. I think he plays the big guy Gilgamesh. So yeah, the fight scenes looked the shooting, like the visual of it looked really good. The thing that kind of hesitates me a little bit is that it looked very like laser eyes. It looked very much like a generic superhero sort of fight. So I'm interested to see if that's the case or if they do a little bit more, because like I said, there were some shots that looked like pretty unique. But it's not like Shang-Chi where we're seeing a different fighting style that we haven't really seen in the MCU. This kind of seems a little bit like a Captain Marvel ripoff a little bit. Not saying that like that's a bad thing, because these are characters in that same vein, but I haven't seen enough in the trailer for that. And then obviously for things like the low point of the movie, the return, the end, we're not going to see stuff from that. I would anticipate one of the Eternals ends up betraying the others in some way. If I was to guess, I would say Richard Madden's character, or maybe Barry Keoghan's character, because he seemed like he was a bit isolated from the others. We didn't see him interacting with the rest of the Eternals, so maybe he's like the ultimate big bad, but I don't know. I could also see Selma Hayek's character, Ajax, maybe being the ultimate big bad, just because I don't know, just a weird gut feeling I get. But ultimately, what do I think about the trailer? I liked it. I think it was very good. It gave us a lot more information, so my hype level for Eternals is definitely higher than it was before. But in terms of my hype level, like compared to Shang-Chi, I would say I'm more hyped for Shang-Chi. I think Shang-Chi just looks more like there's a lot more there, and like the humor in that was better, and like the fighting style, like I said, was unique, and it's giving us a lot of stuff we haven't seen. This ultimately, we see a lot of people fighting giant generic monsters, which we've seen 1,000 times, not just in the MCU but in superhero movies in general. So that's a little bit disappointing, but I'm hoping that there is going to be more going on, and that they just haven't shown it because they don't want to spoil, because the movie looks like visually it looks gorgeous. So that's definitely a good thing. I definitely gotta give props to Chloe Zhao, because obviously she's a very talented director, and that's kind of come through in this trailer. So I would say if Shang-Chi, my excitement's at a 9, I would say Eternals is a 7. I'm excited. I'm definitely gonna go see it, COVID permitting. But right now, if you had to put a gun to my head and say you can only see one, Shang-Chi or Eternals, I'm going Shang-Chi. That's just me. And maybe when the movies come out, I will be proven to be completely idiotic, and Eternals will be the best Marvel movie ever made. And at that point, I'll eat crow. But based on the trailers that we've seen, that's just my opinion. So anyway, that's it for me for today. Thank you guys for watching. Do the things, hit the buttons that help make the channel grow. I'm still working on some other content, and I'm going to be coming back soon with a different reaction to something that I haven't seen that is going to be a little different. But if you're an anime fan, you might be interested. But until next time, I will catch you later. Adios.